Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. Today we are going to learn about adverb clauses. Before we start, let me ask you some questions. Did you know about independent clause and dependent clauses?
No, yes.
A little bit. Or
Just little.
Just little. Okay, before we before we are going to adverb clauses, let me explain about independent clause and dependent clauses. First, an independent clauses. An independent clauses is a sentence that has a subject plus verb, and it can stand alone as a sentence. For example, I ate pizza. Can these sentences stand alone?
Yes.
Nah, yes, it can. And the second is dependent clauses. It also has a subject plus verb, but it can stand alone. For example, because I was hungry. Apa? In this sentence have a subject plus verb, but it can stand alone. Because it feels incomplete, right?
Yes.
Now we move to an adverb clauses. An adverb clause is a dependent clause that functions like an adverb, providing additional information to a verb, adjective, or the environment sentences. Adverb clause cannot stand alone. They always depend on the main clause. Jadi intinya itu adverb clause itu dependent clause, tapi itu punya fungsi sebagai penerang. Penerang. Ya, yang menerangkan. Ya, penerang, ada keterangan. Gitu. For example, yang pertama ada I eat pizza because I was hungry. Which part is adverb clause?
Because I was hungry.
Right, correct. Next, she smiled when she saw her best friend. Which part is adverb clause?
And so investment.
Right, and it tells about time because the adverb clause have many types yang akan dijelaskan di Indonesia. Yes. Jadi intinya itu adverb clause, dependent clause. Adverb clause itu dependent clause yang berfungsi sebagai kata keterangan, gitu ya. Itu bisa keterangannya itu bisa ada extra information, bisa kayak time, waktu, reason, condition, kemudian effect, ada kontras juga, ada perbandingan gitu. Nah untuk structure sama punctuation rules bisa dijelasin sama Mbak.
Okay. Next, let us move on to the structure of adverb clause. Generally, an adverb clause consists of subordinate conjunction such as when, although, if, since, well, after, before, and others, followed by subject and verb. And the basic pattern is subordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb. Jadi ini formula dasarnya itu ini ya, subordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb. For example, I will call you when I arrive. I in here function as subject, yes, and where conjunction, yes, subordinate conjunction, and arrive is verb. Yes, correct. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, next. Next is the rule of punctuation rule. Punctuation apa sih? Ada yang tahu nggak? Tanda baca. Ya, betul. Jadi punctuation itu tanda baca. If an adverb clause comes before the main clause, use a comma. Example. Because it was late, comma, we decided to go home. In this example, because is subordinate conjunction, which means the first part in the sentence is adverb clause, right? And before the main clause is the main clause. Before the main clause is comma placed. Yeah. Simply put, if a subordinate conjunction at the beginning of sentences, a comma is required before the main clause. Jadi kalau subordinate conjunction ini ada di awal kalimat, sebelum main clause itu harus ada tanda komanya dulu. On the other hand, if the adverb clause comes after main clause, a comma is not necessary. Example, we decided to go home because it was late. In this case, the main clause comes first and followed directly by the adverb of clause after clause. So in the sentence, no comma needed, right? Because the main clause is come first. This shows that the placement of the adverb clause determines whether a comma required or not. Jadi intinya kalau adverb clause ini di belakang sesudah main clause itu tuh harus ada komanya kayak ini. Tapi kalau yang pertama itu main clause itu terus diikuti adverb clause itu nggak usah ada tanda komanya. You can point. Okay. And the next explanation will be continue by this.
Okay, I will continue this material about types of adverb clauses. Types of adverb clauses, there are 8. Number 1 is adverb clause of time. Explain when something happened, including when, why, before, after, since, until, as soon as. Example, I was reading when she called. So when in here, this is conjunction. Okay, this is conjunction, and she called. This is the clauses. Okay. Next, number 2, adverb clause of place. Explain where something happens, including where, wherever. Okay, now example, you can sit wherever you like. Kamu bisa duduk dimanapun kamu sukai. Jadi di sini wherever itu sebagai konjungsi, terus mulai itu sebagai klausa. Is it clear? Do you get it? Then next, adverb clause of reason or cause. Explain the reason something happens, including because, since, and as. Example, he stayed home because he was sick. Dia tinggal di rumah karena dia sedang sakit. Nah, reason itu kan alasan. Jadi kata because itu sebagai konjungsi. Dia menerangkan alasan kenapa dia tinggal di rumah karena dia sakit. Number 4, adverb clause of purpose. Purpose tujuan ya. Jadi explain the purpose of an action, including so that, in order that. Example, she studies hard so that she can pass the exam. Nah, so that di sini jadi konjungsi yang menerangkan bahwa dia belajar keras supaya dia bisa lulus dari ujian gitu. Jadi ini menerangkan kenapa dia belajar keras karena agar bisa lulus ujian.
Pada purpose itu tujuan, dan jadi ini tuh adverb clause yang menunjukkan tujuan.
Next, number 5, adverb clause of condition set. The conditions for something to happen, including if, unless, provided, as long as. Example, if it rains, we will cancel the trip. Jika masih hujan, kita akan
membatalkan perjalanan. Jadi itu menerangkan sebuah kondisi ini yang jika gitu kan. Do you get the point? Really? Okay. Next, every class contrast or connotation indicate the contrast between two things, including although, though, even though, and like. Example, although he was tired, he kept working. Meskipun dia lelah, dia tetap bekerja. Jadi kayak menunjukkan pertentangan itu. Although ini sebagai konjugasi.
Kayak dia cantik tapi dia sombong gitu ya, kayak pertentangan.
Next, effort cause of result or consequence indicates the result of something. So that, example, it was so good that we stayed inside. Nih, so good that yang ini itu menunjukkan bahwa ya menyatakan akibat. Kemudian yang kedelapan, effort cause of comparison indicates a comparison between two things, as and then. For example, she is taller than I am. Dia tinggi daripada saya. Jadi dan itu menyatakan kayak perbandingan. Okay. Do you get the point? Okay. Now please make a sentence about the process.
Maybe do you have a
Before you make a sentence, any question
About the material,
Can I ask bahasa?
yes?
Untuk adverb of process ini apakah bisa digunakan untuk simple present dan simple past? Karena tadi kan di bapak itu ada yang untuk simple past, ada yang untuk simple present. Itu penggunaannya bagaimana? Apakah sama atau cuma beda di verbnya aja? Atau tadi ada tipe, nah itu masing-masing tipe kan contohnya itu beda.
Iya.
Itu apakah untuk satu tipe itu hanya untuk satu tenses yang sama? Misalnya tadi yang di atas tadi ya. Nah, yang adverb plus complex itu kan pakainya simple present. Sedangkan yang reason itu kan pakainya simple past. Apakah untuk masing-masing tipe itu cuma untuk satu tenses atau gimana?
Oke, jadi tidak ya. Jadi untuk adverb clause sendiri itu bisa digunakan untuk semua apa ya? Tenses. Jadi
tergantung situasi ya. Kalau kamu nyebutkan pas ya kamu pakainya pas, jadi kamu present itu ya tergantung situasi.
disesuaikan dengan situasi yang kamu pakai itu bisa dipakai. Jadi bisa.
Tapi kalau untuk teacher itu bisa.
Bisa. Karena ini yang paling apa ya? I will call you when I arrive itu kan? Bisa dipakai. Bisa dipakai.
Enough?
Nah,
Okay. Now please make a sentence about adverb clause.
nanti materinya boleh di-share nggak?
Boleh, ini mau.
Mau buat. Tapi ada foto kita.
Nggak apa-apa.
Tidak untuk disebarluaskan. Ini aset rahasia negara.
Mau PPT-nya apa?
Iya, boleh.
Nah, jadi ini ya contohnya yang tadi diberikan sama siapa? Pupul. Ini ya. Jadi dari di sentence mana sih yang pendek dan yang apa? Yes, this is supporting connection ya. Jadi seperti tadi yang sudah saya jelaskan, kalau adverb clause ini come first before main clause harus ada koma. Dan ini I like it. Ini maksudnya apa? Dan ini tuh pakai apa sih? Ini pakai sentence apa? Tadi tense. Ada yang mau yang lain lagi nggak? Mau ada kepahaman di kalian? Oke, satu lagi lanjut.
Ya, ini belajar bersama.
Oke.
Okay, number one, I have a question while I'm in present. Okay, while in here as a partner. Okay. The sentence termasuk ke dalam adverb clauses of apa? Hai, coba.
Jika dia bilang ini digigit,
Well, harusnya berbanding.
sedang ini.
Okay, adverb clauses of time.
Hai.
Sudah. Ini terus. Oh yang
Ini sih korek ya. Soalnya kan ini adverb clause-nya ini kan setelah main clause-nya itu tidak membutuhkan koma. Nah, kalau yang butuh koma itu kalau keduanya itu di depan gitu ya. Saya pahami? Oke. Lanjut dulu di next.
ini udah ya apa ya? Udah. Number three, I feel Boris whenever I sing. Whenever in here, this is a S constant. Ini termasuk adverb clauses of berarti itu termasuk time ya kan? Time. Sorry. Tadi ini betul. Okay, that's enough.
Jadi kalian udah sedikit paham ya, karena kalian udah bisa membuat sentence-nya.
Yeah. Next, so the question about process definition. Adverb subordinate clause that function as an adverb and structure subordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb. Punctuation, comma is used if the word clause comes first. Right? There are time, place, cause, purpose, condition, contrast, effect, and comparison. It is my
Yes.
that's all from us. And
Thank you for your time.
See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.